I don't know what happened, but I lost my stream. So if you're still there, jump back in. I'm going to give you a few minutes to recognize that I'm live. I don't even know where I lost my stream at. Wow. I'm going to have to re record this whole session so I can put one continuous stream up on my YouTube. Wow. Let's see. Mm, I'm not sure what was the last thing I said. So when my stream disconnected. So let me backpedal a little bit. Let's go back to FARs and DFARs. DCMA is holding an event Tuesday, a webinar Tuesday at 1 o'clock to discuss the difference between FARs and DFARs. And then they're holding an event at no, the FARs and DFARs event is at 12 o'clock on Tuesday. At 1 o'clock, they're talking about the DCMA capabilities and their support of the DoD's small business strategy and event. So I'm going to pick up there. I'm going to re-record this entire stream and post it on my YouTube channel because I'm not exactly sure where I got knocked off at. So today's chatter is totally going to be re-recorded and posted in its entirety on YouTube so you can check it out there. With that said, if you have a business that offers corollary services, i.e., you're not looking to do government contracting, but you have a business that offers services that can be used by government contractors, it is wise to still make yourself aware of the rules. It is still wise to put yourself in events and networking events with government contractors. Why? Because you want to stay abreast of their needs. You still want to make yourself aware of the things that government contractors are in need of in order to ensure that your services can meet their, I'm sorry, so that you can be sure that your services are positioned properly. There are a lot of companies that don't want to do government contracting for various reasons. However, your services can fit the needs of government contractors. And there's a whole list of services that can meet those needs. So staying in spaces like these and staying in spaces and attending these industry events is still a great investment of your time and energy, even if you don't want to be a government contractor in and of itself. So I just wanted to complete that thought because the stream cut off mid-thought. So with that said and that thought completed, I'm going to re-record this entire stream and post it on my YouTube channel so you can catch it live there, along with the rest of my notes for this morning. I'm inviting you back tomorrow where I'm going to go over the Department of Defense, because people think of the Department of Defense as one big agency. And Department of Defense is actually composed of several agencies, because Army, Air Force, Navy, they're all different agencies. under the umbrella of the Department of Defense. They all have their own budget, but we call them all Department of Defense. So it's kind of a catch all umbrella, but they have their own budgets. There are also other sub departments under there. And there's rules for working with the Department of Defense that's totally different from working with civilian agencies. And if you're trying to work with them and your approach is the same as trying to work with the Senate, then you're going to have a hard time. You're going to flounder and you're going to frustrate yourself. And one of the things that I talk about, and I mention it in my book, is you need to learn the rules. So one of the things I'm going to talk about tomorrow, so join me live at 7:30 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. Talk a little more about the Department of Defense. I'm going to go through some more about the DCMA events and some other industry events that are coming up that you really should be aware of. That's Thursday. Friday is Announcement Friday. So I'm going to have a list of announcements for you, industry events. I'm going to try to come to you with some more legislative information. Excuse me. Because right now we have the budget is going through Senate and House. We're officially in the fourth quarter of the government fiscal year. Low hanging fruit season is what everybody is talking about. And as I dropped it in your spirit last week, and I'm going to reiterate for you, are you working on your strategic plan for FY 2024, which begins October 1st? And you shouldn't be waiting until October 1st to develop your strategic plan. You should be developing it now. Run your numbers. Do you know your numbers? And with that, I will see you tomorrow morning. Have an amazing day. And remember, a stressed mind cannot create. And if you need help developing a government